Good morning, my little critter getters. I'm back again, and this is Vicky, me love Bono, here on YouTube for another project because I am guest designer for Kats Scrappiness. I'm going to get over myself, but I just have to gloat a little bit more. I'll tell you something, I just really am so flattered, and you probably think I'm gushing or gloating or over-exaggerating, but every time I say that I'm guest designer for Kats Scrappiness, I get a little buzz. I truly get this little internal yelp, yee, like that. Even when I say to my family, listen, leave me alone. I've got to do a project because I'm guest designer for Kats Scrappiness this month. Yeah, and I do say that. And they just kind of look at me like, okay. Anyway, Kat, if you're watching, I know you're busy as a bee, as you should be. That's not a pun. What would that be? Anyway, thank you again for even considering me to do this for you. It has been my pleasure. And listen, this isn't my goodbye or my last project. There's more coming. Anyway, here's why Kat's busy. She now sells not only like felties cutouts or balsa wood die cuts or chipboard cutouts or like really thick cardstock cutout. So anyway, she does all these cutouts and things that are homemade that we won't homemade. I mean, let's face it, guys. Every time I go to a crafts show, like at the mall or something, or we have this huge pumpkin festival, I'll look at things and the first thing I say is, oh, I could make that. And I said that for years when I would go to these craft shows. But then I realized, yes, maybe I could make it, but I won't. And that's a thing with some of Kat's items. You could buy a Sizzix machine and all the dies and make them yourself, but really think about it, would it be practical? Let's say you want to make a Sizzix cutout of an umbrella. How many times are you going to really use an umbrella on your projects? Is it worth it to pay $9.99 for the die when you're only going to use it twice? Okay, so think about that. Also, if you're a mommy, a wife, a career gal, do you really have time to do all that? Or wouldn't it be nice just to take the umbrella out of a nicely packaged package and stick it on your layout or your project? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say it is a better value for your money. Why not just spend $3 to $5 over at Kats Scrappiness and get your cutout? Anyway, go over and check those products out. Now, not only is Kat selling like her felties and her die cuts and chipboard and balsa wood, she is also selling retail products. Why get up, get dressed, do your hair, put your makeup on, get in the car, fight traffic, strap the kids in, and drive all the way to some of those big name stores when all you have to do is click on the link and order away from the comfort of your home. Heck, you don't even have to get dressed. I mean, that's nice, right? You could go shopping in your jammies. And, listen to this, Kat has a match that price guarantee. I guarantee she's going to give you the best price on the web. So let's say you're on one of those big name websites and you see a cameo silhouette for $2.99 and it is in stock. Now I think, there's some guidelines to the price guarantee, but they're not bad. It's not like you have to order from her on a blue moon Sunday when Venus is in direct line with Pluto. So there's some guidelines, but they're not stiff. If you can email Kat and say, hey Kat, I was just on the blah blah blah.com and they had a cameo for $2.99 and your cameo says $3.10, which it does not. I'm doing examples here. Then say to her, can you beat their $2.99 price? And I bet she'll say, yes, I can. Should we make that Kat's new motto? Yes, I can. Oh my gosh, I sound like a used carpet salesman. Okay, no offense if your husband or brother or dad is a used carpet salesman. Used carpet, not good. I really wouldn't want used carpet, but you know what I mean. Okay, so on with the story. I'm guest designer. Did I say that already? This month. And I'm in the company of some very great crafters. I don't know how I ended up here, but dreams do come true. Okay, guys, just ignore me. I'm in rare form this morning, okay? I've had a good day, and which is, hang on, I've had a good day, I'm in a good mood, I'm fresh, I'm invigorating, but hang on because Debbie Downer is going to step in here in a moment. So, talk about, both ends of the spectrum with your moods. Anyway, being guest designer, I had to come up with a project using Kats hexagons. Now, here's the hexagons, guys. Look, now these came to me. They're a very nice quality chipboard. I would like to say, yes, this is a Peruvian 3.5 milliliter, well blended, marinated in chachi oil chipboard, but I'm not sure what kind of chipboard it is, and I'm not sure if it's been marinated and aged or what the real size of it is, like quality particles and all that. But here's what I'm going to say. It's a good chipboard. And what I did, and it's naked. Woohoo! I'm going to rate this one PG. It is a nice chipboard. I would say this is about almost 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. And this is a little over 2 inches, I would say. Probably about 2.5. And it was raw. I took white acrylic paint, 99 cents from most stores, and I painted it. Then I used a Mod Podge, which you can really make it yourself, but I buy mine because I'm lazy like that. That's what I mean. That's what I mean about why bother cutting these out yourself. Get them from Kat. I put Mod Podge on, then I stuck the picture on, and then I Mod Podged over it again, just so that it was stuck on there nicely and smooth. Oh my gosh, you see what I mean? The minute I put my hands on my flip, ding, 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 ring, ring, ring. Hey, what's going on? Okay, so anyway, you get the story. Anyway, back to the hexagons. And I've been in this Mod Podge mood since I made that mini for Kats Scrappiness. I just kind of remember how much fun Mod Podge is. But you can make your own Mod Podge, and you use half Elmer's glue and half water. Actually, I say not half water. I would use a little less water if I was going to make it, but I don't make it. I buy it. The Duggars, they're on TV, and they are like that family with kids. They would probably make it themselves. 21 and counting or something. Anyway, I like the show, but they always say buy used and save the rest. So I bet if they were guest designer for the month of September for Kats Scrappiness, I bet that they would say make your own Elmer's glue. But I'm not going to. I put the picture down and then went over it with Mod Podge again. Let me tell you a little bit about the layout. Oh, and listen, to do these little, see how the picture is also kind of a hexagon? Well, I wanted them to be exactly hexagons, but that was too difficult. What I did is laid my hexagon down on the photo, traced around it, then cut inside of the line a little bit, and sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't, and so if it didn't fit, I just chopped it up. You know, who cares? Like I always say, it's not going in the Smithsonian Institute. It's just for my album. You'll see here are pictures of my son from when he was very, very little, kindergarten, 2nd grade, 4th grade. I think this was like maybe 7th or 8th grade. That was a fun year. 9th grade, 10th grade. Senior picture, and this was from a couple of years ago. All of these pictures were developed at Walgreens. But the reason I told you that is I don't know what would happen if you printed these out using your own printer ink. If you go over it with Mod Podge, would your ink run? I don't know that for sure. So these are all like developed professionally photographs. In fact, this, that, this, and that. Yeah, all of these did not come from Walgreens.com. So I kind of lied. This and this did. These are school pictures, and I just cut them down. Now, the background paper is that wood-grained cardstock. I love this embossed wood grain cardstock. It's nice and stiff. There's that word again. And it's thick, it's heavy duty, and it just looks good. I love it. Thickers. Remarks by American Craft. Sticky alphabet. And this comes like in a book, guys, and I really, really like this font. I love the alphabets. I really highly recommend these. Thickers, and you see these came from Jenny Bolin sheets, and it's the one with the little flashcards and so forth. But hey, you know what? I bet you if you check with Kat, she may be able to get that for you. If you want it, give her a call. Well, don't call her. She'd be upset. But no, she probably wouldn't, because she doesn't get upset often. But you email her. Don't go dropping by her house, saying, hey, Kat, do you have Jenny Bolin sticker sheets? Vicky sent me. Oh, please don't do that. Anyway, the remarks, really like it. Jenny Bolin. This, I believe, I think this came from the Cosmo Cricket mini alphas. These little letters, can't tell you where they come from because I forgot, and I used my little Fisker's heart punch for the heart, which is broke. I'll give you a little background. My son and I have always been uber duper super ooper close. Here comes Debbie Downer. I'm gonna leave the stage now and let Debbie take over. Sorry to do this to you. My son and I have always been close through the year. And I'm not saying this is the first time we've not seen eye to eye. Through the years, we have disagreed. But I think because we are so close, and because I normally, typically am very proud of him, when I'm not, it's very upsetting. Recently, in the past couple of months, it's been probably one of the biggest, longest ongoing disagreements that we've had. During this time, I have found it a little difficult to scrapbook his pictures in a good way. I'm mad at him and I'm disappointed. So, in fact, at first it was difficult to scrapbook. I had the blues. And it didn't happen with this layout, but this is the second layout that I have put together in this mode of art therapy. And I'll tell you something, it works. I get the whole art therapy thing now. I was thinking about my first process here was as soon as I opened these hexagons, it just kind of flashed in my mind what I wanted to do with them. I could just see or imagine the hexagons going across a piece of cardstock. And I knew I wanted to put pictures on here, but I just didn't know what. Lo and behold, I have sorted out my photographs into these little photo boxes that you can pick up at like Michael's. My son has a whole box of photos, and I thought, oh my gosh, how easy would it be now to dig in there and just get out pictures of him through the year. And that's what I did, and this is the first thing I thought about doing in regards to his pictures, because right now he's kind of broke my heart. Maybe I've broke his too. I don't know. I hope I did. Because that means your heart can't break when someone doesn't matter. You know, and that's a good thing, and where this isn't the most positive, happy-go-lucky, look, everything's perfect in our life layout, and it did get me to do a layout, and it will go in our album because our family, our life, our years together have had ups and downs. I am blessed, and I thank heavens because our downs are far and few in between, and knock on wood, and thank heavens, never been rock bottom. Oh, cancel clear, no rock bottoms. So anyway, here he is at his youngest. Here he is. You know, this picture is a couple of years old, but it was just perfect to put there. And at the end, my heart's broken. What a sad story. It could be worse. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. And if you remember from high school, that's from the book The Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Looking back over being Eric's mommy. And this was a process, some thoughts that I had. This is not the first time that I would say it was the worst of times. And we've made it through those times. And now I look back and I'm like, oh, they're really nothing at all. Daily life, being a mom, being a wife, being a career girl, if you're living, if you're breathing, there are going to be days that are the worst of times, and there will be days that are the best of times. How would you enjoy your happiest, best days if you couldn't compare it to a bad time, right? Okay, and now I sound like Dr. Phil. Maybe not Dr. Phil. No, definitely not Dr. Phil. But, so this is all the thoughts that went into making this layout. Am I fired, Kat? Guys, get over there and check out Kats Scrappiness. Go check it out right now before you forget. In fact, I'm thinking, you know what? She has stickers now. She has access to paper. She has stamps, everything. She's your go-to gal. Hey, Kat, do you think you can get me some tranquilizers to get through the rest of this motherhood thing? I don't know. Just asking. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm not on tranquilizers. Not yet. That's probably by the time my grandson grows up. I'll probably need tranquilizers then. Oh boy. People who have 10 kids, 5 kids, 2 kids, how do you go through this multiple times? Couldn't do it. Okay, guys, listen, it's all in jest. I'm still in my good mood. Do a layout. Do it as therapy. Order something from Kat. And please come back because I'm going to have more projects using Kat's products. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Hugs to you.